Hello everyone. Let's start grade 7 mathematics, module 10, lesson number 1. Find the likelihood. What is the meaning of likelihood? Likelihood means chances of something happening. For example, if I ask you, what are the chances of having rain in Alain today? So you will say the chances of rain are very less, correct? What are the chances that we will have a very hot day today? So the chances of having a hot day in Alain in summer season is are very high, right? The chances are high. What are the chances that I can have 10 days in a week? So you will say the chances of having 10 days in a week is zero. It's impossible because in a week we have only 7 days. So whenever I talk about the chances of something happening, we call it likelihood. What do we call it? The likelihood of something happening. There is one more name for it, that is probability. That will come in the next lessons. So remember this name. So likelihood or probability, they means the chances of something happening. Okay. So whenever we talk about chances of something happening, it lies between 0 and 1 in numbers, in which 0 means it is impossible to happen. Okay, which means the chances are 0%. In percentage, we will call it 0%. And if I say the chances of something happening is 1 yani this is certain. This will definitely happen without any doubt. So when something is definitely going to happen, we call it 100% sure, right? So in numbers, it goes from 0 to 1. 0 means impossible, 1 means it will definitely happen. And in percentage, you can say 0% to 100%. Okay. Now, let us see this diagram. We already discussed that if the chances are 0, we will call it impossible, that this will not happen. Or in percentage, 0%. When something is certain, certain means it will definitely happen. Then the probability will be 1 in numbers, right? And in percentage, we can call it 100%. Now, in the middle, you will see half. Half यानी 0.5. 0.5 यानी 50%. 50% यानी, see, both the sides have equal chances. Yes, this is also this and this. They are similar, same size. यानी the chances of both things happening are similar. Example, take a coin. The coin has two sides, dirham and dollar, right? Heads and tails. If I ask you, what if I flip the coin? What are the chances of getting a head or a tail, dirham or dollar? So you will say 50-50 chances, right? Both have same chances. Dollar can also come, dirham can also come, right? So when the chances of both the things happening are equal, we call it equally likely. Equally likely यानी 50% chances, 50-50. Okay. Now, if there is an event whose chances of happening are less than 50%, for example, what are the chances of rain today? The chances are very less, right? It is less than 50%. So when the chances of something happening is less than 50%, we call it unlikely. Unlikely यानी the chances are less. Okay. If the chances of something happening is more than 50%, yani if I ask you what are the chances of a hot day, so you will say 80%, 90% chances are it will be a very hot day. So when the chances are more than 50% or more than half, we call it likely. What do we call it? Likely. So one more time, 0 means impossible, 1 means 100% certain, 0.5 means 50%, yani equally likely. Less than 50 means unlikely, and more than 50 means likely. Okay, this is what we have to do in the first lesson. If you want to find the probability in numbers, you have to use this formula. What is the formula? Likelihood. How will you get likelihood? Favorable outcome over total outcome. Just remember it. I will explain you how to use this formula. What are favorable outcomes? The outcomes that you need. Okay, whatever outcomes are given in the question, like he wants to ask you the probability of getting a red color from a bag. So the red color is my favorable outcome, and total outcome means how many balls are there inside the bag. Let's say there are 10 balls inside the bag, so total will be 10. Okay, like this. Okay, first type of question. You can see a spinner here, right? How many sections are there inside the spinner? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Hmm? In this eight, how many red are there? Two reds are there, correct? Then there are two blues, you can see, and there are three greens, yes, and there is one yellow. You can see that, right? So if I ask you what are my total outcomes here, total means total how many different outcomes can I, total how many outcomes can I get here? So you say total there are 8 outcomes. Total how many outcomes? 8 outcomes, correct? Now he said find the likelihood of spinner landing on blue color. So what is my favorable outcome this time? Favorable is blue. How many blue sections do I have here? Only two, right? Only two outcomes. So now he is asking you about its likelihood, whether it is unlikely, likely, equal likely, certain, or impossible. Hmm? I told you if something is less than half, then it is unlikely. If it is more than half, then it will be likely. Total, how many outcomes are there? 8 outcomes. Total is 8. So first step, do half of it. Yani taksim 2. What is half of it? 8 taksim 2 is 4. So if I have 4 outcomes, yani that will become equal likely, right? If it is less than 4, unlikely. More than 4, likely. How many outcomes do I have here? 2 outcomes. So 2 is less than 4. The 2 is less than 4. So if my number of outcomes are less than half, I will call it unlikely. Okay. Next question. Find the likelihood of the spinner landing on blue or red. He said blue will also work, red will also work. So my total was how much? The total was 8, right? What will be half? Half of 8 is 4. Now let us count my favorable outcome. Whether the favorable are more than half or less than half, or they are equal to half. So blue and red. How many red here? 1 and 2. How many blue here? 1 and 2. So 2 reds and 2 blue. There are 2 reds and 2 blues. Yani total how much? 4. This is exactly equal to the half, right? So when my number of outcomes are exactly half, half means they are equally likely. They are equally likely. You can solve it also. What was the formula for likelihood? It was favorable outcome over the total outcome. Yes. Favorable how many? 4. Blue and red how many? 4. And total how many? 8. 4 divided by 8 is 0.5. And when you get 0.5, 0.5 means equally likely. You can check here also. 0.5 yani equally likely. Yes. So next question. Likelihood of spinner landing on green or red. This time we have to check green or red. We already know the total is 8. Yes. And the half is how much? Half of 8 is 4. So if my favorable outcome are more than 4, this will be likely. Less than 4, unlikely. Correct? Let's see. So which are the colors? Green and red. We already know there are 2 reds, right? How many reds? There are 2 reds. So 2. How many greens? 1, 2, 3. 3 greens. So 3 plus 2, 5. So yani my favorable outcomes are 5. Yes? 1 second. Okay. My favorable outcomes here are 2 reds plus 3 green, yani 5 outcomes. Now this 5, it is greater than 4, right? 5 is greater than 4. If it is greater, yani the chances are more. If the chances are more, yani this is likely. This is what? Likely. Okay. Next, the chances of landing on purple color. Which color do I want? Purple color. Yes. So now if you will check carefully, in this spinner, do I have any purple color? Check. We have blue, we have green, we have red, we have yellow, but there is no purple color, right? So the how many purple do I have? Zero purples, right? And zero means impossible, right? If there is no purple, yani I can never get a purple, right? Which means the chances, the likelihood of getting a purple color is zero. So 0 over 8, yani 0. Okay? Find the likelihood of spinner landing on blue, green, yellow, or red. He took all the 4 different colors, right? He said any of the color will work for me. We know there are 2 blues, 3 greens, 1 yellow was there, and 2 red were there. You can count also. Here 2 red, 1 yellow, 2 blues, and 3 greens. Yani he took all the colors. So if I'm taking all the colors, yani getting any one of these colors is 100% sure, right? I will definitely get one of these colors, right? Yani the chances of getting red, yellow, green or blue is 100% sure. So this is certain. You can check it also. Likelihood, right? Likelihood yani again favorable over total. Favorable over total. You know total is 8, right? Now he said in the favorable what do I have? Blue will also work, green will also work, yellow will also work, red will also work. So 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. Again how much? 8. Yani all the colors. 8 tak se 8 1. And when we get 1, yani this is certain. Certain yani 100% sure, right? So these are the types of question that can come on the basis of likelihood in lesson number 1. So this was lesson number 1. I hope you understood it. Practice the question from the book. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.